So, I looked at my blog and saw that it's been over a month since I updated, and my cousin's making me go to a blog retreat in October, probably, that she was hinting that I need to blog and update, but I have no desire to write. So I'm going to attempt this video blog thing, and I'm not sure how it's going to go because I already feel like you can zoom in on my face fat, and I don't know if I have enough courage to post it, but I'll try. So in the last month, oh, and my nails look awesome. Look, Mari, they're still done from the Sarah concert. So when we were going to go to the Sarah concert, Mari, Sala, Tammy, and Cindy knew that I was going to meet Sarah. So all day they were like making sure that my outfit looked nice, and like I'm gonna go meet Sarah without a nice outfit. I mean, in my head I told myself I was going to meet Sarah. But my nails were done by Alina at the DI competition, I don't know, 3 weeks before I went. But things like that just really don't bother me. So anyways, she was telling me that I had to do my nails. So anyways, Mari, they're still done 2 weeks later. And they'll be like that until I eventually pick them all off. So anyways, Sarah. Everybody's asking about Sarah. All day they asked, are you going to cry if you don't get on the stage? Because I did put in to get on the stage. And I realized that I wasn't getting on the stage a while before that because I didn't get an email. So I told them no, I wasn't going to cry. Well, we went to eat at a restaurant, and Tammy kept saying, are we sure? Or they were all worried that we weren't going to be there on time. And I hadn't even looked at the time of the tickets because Tammy kind of took over and planned. I know that's crazy for some people to believe, but Tammy planned the flight and when we were leaving, and kind of I just followed along. So Tammy and Cindy and Maricela were freaking out, and we were waiting for a chocolate cake. I'm like, let's wait for the cake. Who cares? So we get there anyways, right around 7. And Tammy says she's going to go look for something. She was just making excuses. And I'm standing there with Maricela. Well, while I'm standing there, these people with meet and greet passes go up the stairs. And I'm like, oh, I hate them. They're so annoying. Why can't I just be one of those people that meets them? So then Tammy comes back and she's like, we're going to the merchandise table. And I'm like, why? And sometimes Tammy gets this Italian in her and she decides she's doing something, and she doesn't really pay attention to anything other than that. So I thought this was one of the times. So she starts walking up where these people with meet and greet passes go, and anyways, she walks up and she had flashed them the things, but I didn't know that. And the whole time I'm like, oh my God, she's so annoying. Why is she doing this? You can't go up there without the meet and greet things. Well, I'm so far back because I think Tammy's being crazy that the lady's like, do you have your ticket? And I'm like, no, I don't have my ticket. I'm with them. Why did you let them go and you're not letting me go? And I was like about to cry. And so anyways, Tammy and Cindy come back and they have the meet and greet passes. And it still didn't really register to me what was going on. And I put my sticker on and I'm just like, how'd you guys get these? And then I realized, like, oh my gosh, all those people were already up there. So I thought that they were like meeting Sarah and I was behind. So I was like, screw you guys, I'm leaving. And I walked in front of my friends. I just abandoned them because I thought that these other people were meeting Sarah before me. But when we got up to the merchandise table, I saw these other people with meet and greets. And then I had a slight freak out, like, how did you guys get this? And Cindy and Lori Huskisson emailed the stage managers and actually got a hold of them. There were quite a few other people that emailed them, but they never responded. But a couple people did get through to her, and they were able to get 4 meet and greet passes. And so I got to meet Sarah. And I'm saying "and" a lot, and I can't really help it. But so when I'm preparing for when I get to see her, I'm thinking of these things in her head, like I'm going to tell her, that I've been a fan for 20 years and that I have sang songs at funerals of hers, and that her songs were sang at my wedding. Thanks, Mrs. Deppner. And, on and on. I have all these things that I'm going to tell her. Well, I get up there and I see her and I'm like, oh my God, Sarah, I'm so excited to meet you. My friends emailed me and then blah. And I totally forgot like everything that I was going to say, and just totally looked like an insane freak fan. So yeah, that was like what I told her. And but I did get to hug her and take a picture with her, and then we took another one with all of my friends. And the concert was amazing. She played forever, and she played pretty much all of her songs. I mean, she played for 2.5, 3 hours with intermission, so it was awesome. And also on my girls' weekend, we shop for some forever gifts, and those are things that in case something would happen to me before I would reach certain milestones, I'll have different people give them out to my kids. And so that was the day after the concert, and had a slight breakdown that day. Tammy's going to try and take video when she's here of me playing with the kids, because that's what she wishes she had more of when, since her mom's been gone, she wishes she had more video. So, that was hard to talk about, and yeah, I had the ugly crying. Tam kind of picked me up off the ground that day, and anyways, there's only a few places that I would feel comfortable admitting that I was tired or sad, and Cindy and Tammy have been those people for a long time, and it was good to be in their company and do some of those things that I wanted to do, but that are really hard for me to do. So thank you guys. And so anyways, we had a wonderful trip, and Glennon called me that same weekend. We were just getting ready to go out to dinner with Ben and Heather Dickens, and Amy called. I'm like, oh my gosh, freak out. What is wrong? Does she have my kids? Freaking out because she knows I'm on vacation, and she wouldn't call. I didn't think she would call me. Anyways, it was Glennon from Momastery, and I got to talk to her on the phone, and I think she's amazing too. All of the things that she does for people, and the way she connects with people, I think is awesome. So it was so great to talk to her on the phone, and I'm so glad I answered. I wanted to say thanks to all of my different drivers. I've had tons of offers to drive, and I'm trying to kind of rotate around so that I get some one-on-one, 1-on-3 time with some of my friends, and also respect Aaron because he's kind of selfish. He wants to take me to all of my chemos, and he did give up one because I thought he had to work and he didn't. So he did allow a couple of my friends to take me against his will. He really didn't want to, but he finally did give in. But thank you to everybody that has driven me, and hopefully I'll continue to have different drivers, kind of mix it up and get some, like I said, some one-on-one time with a bunch of different people. So that's about it from that weekend. Obviously, I bombarded Facebook with Chicago pictures. We had an awesome time. Sadly, we and myself included ran around like chickens with their heads cut off, trying to see a bunch of sights in just a few days. We went to American Girl doll store. 2 floors of freaking crazy dolls. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. And then I get home and Lily threw away the code for her to register online, so she's still crying. She gets the freaking expensive doll and she's still crying. There's no winning. Anyways, so we went to American Girl doll store and the Lego store, and I have Legos all over my dining room table because Keegan and Aaron have decided to start that. I think it's a helicopter, and really all it looks like is more pieces to step on. So we bought more junk. And but other than the money that we spent, we went to a lot of cool places. We went to the Field Museum, which was awesome. Aaron and I had went there on our honeymoon, I guess you would call it. That's all we did after we got married. So I guess that's our honeymoon. But we had went to a couple of the same places, and so we knew some of the things, and the kids thought that was cool that we had done that before them. So we went to the Field Museum, the aquarium, the planetarium. The planetarium was really cool. I don't know that I've ever been to a planetarium, but they did like a space show, and we learned all about the planets and the sun, and the kids thought that was really cool. And I probably should have put on like eyeliner or eyebrow pencil so that I didn't look as scary. But I figured if I didn't do it right now, I probably wouldn't do it. So sorry, you're just going to have to suffer through. Oh, and these snaggle teeth that continue to come out even further. So they won't remove my wisdom teeth now that I'm on chemo. So my wisdom teeth is almost all the way through, and these two teeth just keep popping out further. It's awesome. So there's my comic relief for that. An hysterical tooth. So we did all those things one day. We did a bus tour, which Dorky Lily thought was awesome, because she is like Aaron's dad and Aaron, and she can't get enough information because she's a dork. But Keegan and Camille were kind of bored. We only did 2 out of the 4 hours of the tour, and then we called it quits. But we did learn a lot of cool things about the city of Chicago, and we got to stop at the zoo, and they saw a lion and tiger, like super up close and personal. I stayed on the bus because I was tired, but Aaron showed me pictures, and the kids thought that was pretty awesome. And then yesterday we did the art museum at Millennium Park, some other stuff too. But anyways, the kids thought that Ed DeBevick's, which I know quite a few people recommended. Actually, one of the secretaries at my work recommended it, so I'd already had it on the list to do, but the kids loved it. When my mom asked them tonight what their favorite part about the trip was, they said, Ed's, we want to go back to Ed's. So that was super fun, and they think that everybody should do that at the restaurant. Just have snobby little waitresses, and they asked for the restroom, and the lady said, "It's right there, can't you read?" So they thought that was awesome, and they called Keegan a brat and Lily a nerd or a dork, so it worked out perfectly. And luckily they didn't pick on Cammie because she's the sweet one, but they loved it. So I'm already at 13 minutes, and I feel like that's a really long time to just stare at me. So I'll give the medical update quick. Oh, I was going to log into my chart. I'll try and do that while I talk about some of the other stuff. So I'm supposed to have my 3rd round of chemo on Tuesday. I'm going to get my blood tested tomorrow in Clyde to make sure that I have enough, that my liver enzymes haven't elevated, and that I have enough, I don't even know anymore, my red blood cell's high enough, and my hemoglobin's high enough. That's what that the hemoglobin is high enough. Hopefully I don't have to have another blood transfusion, because that was awful. The first round was awful. That was the one I did chemo, and I had reclass, which is like a bone boost, and I have to have reclass this time. But I had chemo and reclass, and then I had to have a blood transfusion the next day, and then I got the flu the next week. So it was in my port placement, which it has healed a little bit, and it still sticks out, still ugly and gross, but my top scar is almost all the way gone. I can feel a little bump there where like the tube goes from, this is where they poke a needle in here, and then there's like a tube that goes up and then down into my vein or whatever. So the first treatment was really bad. Like, I would say I had 4 days where I had energy out of 3 weeks, and I told my doctor then that was not good enough, that wasn't going to work. But this time, I had probably 4 days out of 3 weeks that I felt good, or that I felt bad. So out of the 3 weeks, I felt good most of the time. So that was awesome. So I'm hoping that it was the blood transfusion and then the flu and not the reclass. I'm kind of nervous about the treatment on Tuesday because I don't want to feel like that again. Anyway, so these are my pills. Let's see how I can show you. I have to take 6 in the morning and 6 at night. These are the study drugs that I take. They're really big, and I think I gagged 4 or 5 times this morning when I was attempting to take them, so I will not take them while I'm videoing because then you guys will feel sorry for me. And really, it's just because I have a really bad gag reflex, and I've never been a pill taker, and I don't like them, and they're gross. So, anyways, so I take those in the morning and in the night for 2 weeks, the week before chemo and the week of chemo. And then I take a steroid the day before chemo in my IV chemo, and then the day after. I wish I could say that that's what my moon face is from, but I really just think it's because I have no hair to cover up my moon face. Oh, they gave me this awesome certificate. They couldn't even walk in the room because they knew that I was going to be like, are you fucking joking me? Like, you're going to give me the certificate? I feel like crap. I hate taking the pills. I hate waiting. Oh my gosh, they make me wait so much longer because I have to meet all these requirements for the study, and I have to get certain blood draws at certain times of the month, and so it's a pain in the ass. And so this piece of paper is just a joke to me, and they knew it was going to be, so they walk in and they're like, we have a certificate, and I was like, take your certificate and shove it. And so yeah, I mean, it is entertaining when I go to the clinic. Laura and Ashley just rolled their eyes when I was like, you're kidding me, right? Anyways, so that was it other than the MyChart stuff, and I guess I know most of it. So the scans, like, my doctor was all excited when he called me and he told me, hey, they're shrinking. Well, I was assuming that meant shrinking everywhere, and really it didn't. All the spots in my liver shrunk a little bit, or like I don't know the word, but like the part where so in my liver it kind of just went shattered. So there's more distinct areas where it was like you could see the trail of it going off. Those are going away, and the spots are becoming more visible, but just the spots, and those are shrinking as well. So that's all good. The spots on my lungs, there's multiple spots on my lungs. Those just marked as stable. They didn't put any signs of shrinking other than I have a lymph node that's like, I don't know, under my boob, and that did show signs of shrinking, and actually I could feel it before, and now I can't feel it. So that's good. I guess I'm just I just want more. I just want to see more than just a little bit, like it shows so-and-so centimeter or so-and-so millimeter, and I want to see more of a change than like 0.1 or 0.2. But I guess normally they wouldn't even scan that soon. The only reason that they scan that soon is because I'm on the study. So I get a scan every 6 weeks. So normally they wouldn't even scan probably for 3 or 4 months. So since it had only been 6 weeks, they really don't even think that that they would see any results. So I guess that's why he was so excited, and I should be more excited. I just wanted more, I guess. Well, I had an allergic reaction too, and I don't think you can really see it in this lighting, but I still have a residual too. So that happened with the first one too. So that was part of the combination of just, this is unbelievable. I mean, I wanted to itch my skin off. So that's really all of the medical stuff. I am losing my hair more rapidly. Like, my eyebrows didn't come off until the second to last or the last treatment the last time. And they're already going in like my nose hair, which I know I've talked about it in a blog, but your nose hair is really important. And if I have snot hanging from my nose, please tell me. I'm trying to get in the habit of carrying tissue more often, but it's constantly running and I cannot keep up. So if I have snot dangling from my nose, please tell me. So I think that was all I wanted to say. Oh, a lot of people have asked me how long I'll be on treatment. They can't really tell me. So one of the reasons I would stop treatment is if my side effects were too bad. Neuropathy is one of the major side effects, where it's like your fingers and your toes and your feet go numb. And I don't really have any numbness, but I do have some like cracking on my on the tops of my fingers. And my feet are red. I don't know. I've told my doctor, and he doesn't really seem concerned. When I had the allergic reaction, they really itched too. But like I said, he doesn't really seem concerned about that. It would get to the point where like I couldn't hold a pen or like get dressed or whatever. So I'm nowhere near that. Or let's see, what are some of the other side effects? Oh, mouth sores. I get really the week of chemo, my mouth gets super super tender. So to the point where I really only want like Jello pudding, shakes, gross stuff, bland. But so far they haven't become like open sores, so they're not a concern unless they become open sores. So I've been good about doing a mouthwash of baking soda and salt and water, and so far that's been able to I've been able to keep it under wraps that way. And then by the time that week is up, then I start feeling better and I can eat normal food. Like I said, this second round, my most recent treatment was much better. I had treatment Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I still felt pretty good, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I didn't feel good at all. But that's not bad at all. I mean, 4 days out of 3 weeks, totally tolerable. Other than that, I went about my business. I went into work for a little bit and helped train my replacement a little bit more. And I have a gnat in here. It's not gnat season. We don't even have any fruit in the fruit bowl. Anyways, I think that's it. I'm sorry that it's not like super eloquent, and not that my writing's ever super eloquent, but I didn't take any time to make a theme or whatever. I just kind of followed what I wanted. So that's my first video blog. I love you. Thank you for everything. I'll try to get some more pictures of things that people have given us, because some of them are really cool, and I just can't keep up. I have a couple of signs that I wanted to take pictures of, and I haven't taken pictures of yet. And anyways, just so much love. Like I've told some people, I mean, I've constantly got cards in the mail that are just so very thoughtful, and thank you for everything. We love you. Bye. I don't know how to turn it off. Goodbye.